You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, it's Jonathan. Welcome to Masters in Trading Live. Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a great week. Today we got 4 topics to talk about. Well, for one, the market is moving. Let's go. Market's moving after a big NFP number, actually getting hit a little bit. So let's go over the overall market. We're going to go over lithium. Man, we got a good lithium trade. There's a mantra. And a mantra that I say, somebody told me this, had a great little copywriter in 2020 it was. And she said, after explaining the whole business, she's like, you know what? It can all be kind of summed up to just education mitigates risk. And I loved it. It made so much sense because traders make so many just mistakes that cost money. So what we like to say in our Discord community is take 3 months, paper trade. You're going to make mistakes. And if you can make those mistakes on paper and they don't cost anything, that's awesome. That's where you want to get to. So in your mind, you start learning things and there's this FOMO, fear of missing out, but you still haven't got rid of your mistakes. So every single person who trades, once in a while, you're going to go to buy and you're going to sell. Shit happens. What you need to do is, even when you learn, we call it building our memory bank, take it slow, paper trade, and make those mistakes on paper so they don't cost any money. So lithium, education mitigates risk. I shared a Tesla trade with you guys. That's on fire. And then finally, we're going to be talking about divergences. Let's go over the screen. I'm really looking forward to this one. Ooh. All right, here we go, my friends. Overall, we're looking at the market. And over here on the left, we have our VIX term structure. This is what we've been talking about all week. Going back to Tuesday, we talked about the VIX 9D. And I said exactly anything above 17 and this market is going down. And so if we look at the behavior all week, 17 right here, just give yourself that line. Give yourself that one line that says, hey, above, can I draw a line here? Right here, right here. So VIX 90, as it trades higher, the market is going to trade lower. And that's what we're seeing right here. There's a ton of risk in this market. So I want you to be super careful. Where is this market going to trade down to? What kind of level can we find? Well, let's look at the cues first. Whenever I'm looking at the market, I want to look at data. I want the most amount of data. This is a weekly. If we go down to a daily, you'll notice that 100, 200 period moving average under the 100, that's 461. But look at the S&Ps. QQQ here, if I went to NASDAQ futures, it would be /NQ. They're going to look very, very similar. But if I go to ES, ES is going to give us support a lot quicker. 54.51 last trade in the S&P futures. The low is 54.31. I think 54.11 is gargantuan support. All these up here, all these highs as well. 54.11, 54.11, 54.11 is going to be major support if we trade down there. I would think that we bounce. I don't think that we're going to fly through there on a Friday afternoon. Let's get into the slide deck. Okay, here's a trade that we shared with our, I believe, advanced notice community. And this trade was in lithium, ALB, lithium. And this trade was shared August 26th. And we're buying lithium. We're getting short for $3 or $300 of risk. Now, if I pull up the stock, if you look at ALB and 826, is it up here? No, excuse me. 826, where are you? 826 is right up here. So ALB rallied, and then when it was rallying, it got right up to its expected move while we were seeing unusual optioned activity. Now for us, there's really nothing more confident for us. ALB, unusual optioned activity, trades up and then sells right off. So the trade that I suggested, hey, we're going to look at lithium. We're going to buy the 70 puts. Denny here today is up over $900. ALB is still selling off. Many traders are able to lock in close to 100% on this ALB trade. And in our advanced notice, we're talking about position management for this awesome trade. So congrats to our ALB traders. I can't say it enough. If you're trading stocks and you don't trade options, learn. Options are just stock. Options are a derivative of stock. If you hold a call and you don't know what a vertical call spread is, you should probably learn. Take it slow. Paper trade. The market's not going anywhere. Education mitigates risk. Okay, I'm going to read this through. This is an awesome example. I know it's a little bit small, but I'm going to read it. Okay, there was such a cool conversation in our Discord. The reason we have a community is so traders can learn with one another. I teach the lessons and then everybody comes in and learns and asks questions. So Marty and Elizabeth had an awesome question or going back and forth that I just wanted to share. So Marty says, I set up my earnings trade and straddle just as JR had done. I was long the 27.5 calls, which I labeled it all out. So we have 27.5 long, and then I was long twice as many as the 32.5 and the 40s. So JR, me, shared a trade, and this trade was bullish in AI. And AI at the time was trading like $25. And I said, guys, let's buy stock at 27.5. Let's buy stock at 32.5, and let's buy stock at 40. I thought that AI was potentially going to be a buyout. So that's why I recommended a very, very bullish position. But what I also did to protect ourselves was I also said, hey, we want to buy the 25 puts as well, just in case when they have earnings, if this stock gets its butt whooped. Okay? So what did we do? Well, when AI comes out with earnings, I was wrong. JR was just wrong, and the stock went down. Now, the cool thing about this is as that stock goes down, Marty here was able to buy stock, and he was able to buy stock down here. And when he buys stock down here, this locks in $5.50 on his risk, 25 minus 19.5. So that $5.50 that he was able to make with the stock going down allows him to cover all that stuff. So as it stands right now, I'm a little short of break even. Now, Elizabeth, Marty, back and forth. But the great thing about this room is to understand something that takes a moment to learn, right? Because we're buying. And then this guy is insurance or protection. Protect. We might be wrong. Imagine if you're wrong and you could break even. That's what we want to do. When we're right, we're going to make a bunch of money. When we're wrong, usually we're going to lose. But once in a while, guys, if you learn, you can potentially break even when you're absolutely wrong. So rather than read through all this, you guys can pause it. You can read through it. But this is exactly what we're looking for in our Discord community. Ask questions. Education mitigates risk. Elizabeth, Marty, bravo. Thank you for sharing. Let's talk about Tesla. Tesla, we covered a trade in our free portfolio, I believe, underneath masterthantrading.com/live. You'll see our entire free portfolio. Tesla covered call. The idea behind this is Tesla has their robo-taxi event in October, and we would expect Tesla to rally into this big event. How is this trade going? Well, trade's going great. October, 270 calls. October, 270 calls are right here. Up about 70 cents on those. Fine. Stock, 223. Up small on the stock. Tesla, patience. Ever since we got in, this guy has been acting awesome. Very, very reliable. I always put that on there because I got to remember to stop my presentation or I just keep going and going and going. What else did I have to say? I don't really know. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. We're going to go over a bunch of the trades in our All Access. The big mover for us in All Access is gold coming down. We are short gold in a couple of our different programs. Gold coming off. We're going to wave in some of those gold trades in All Access. For everybody else, have a great weekend, and we'll see you live 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday.